Hello internet friends, Napyet here. So I did that little bit of shopping that I wanted to do and I got a rune, but I made it the frost rune instead because I think that is potentially, I'm hoping to find out whether or not the frost rune freezes them. I thought it could have an additional effect that maybe freezes them. I don't want everything to be flames. I've stored most of my gear here. It's weird how these wash basins don't work with super simple bathing. So anyway, what am I going to do this time? I am going to go and meet up with Tolfdir in Saarthal if I can make that journey with my current abilities and skill level. With Frostfall, hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. It's not too far to go. I got the Coral Dragon Claw. Did I mention that? Did I show that in the game last time? I think I did. Anyway, so I've got water skins, plenty of water, got some apples. I've eaten actually all that hawker meat already, so I need to cook up clams and stuff at some point. But as you can see, my carry weight is still pretty high, and I don't know why that would be. Oh, it would help if I got rid of these fine clothes and stuff. Let's put these back in the water. Oh no, I took them away because I'm going to go and see what else I can sell. I wonder if there's I can't remember in all this wandering around if I've seen a cooking pot. What am I talking about? I don't need a cooking pot. All this venison stew that I can just take. Orca stew, cabbage stew. Alright for now. Wow, this is it's a feast. It's a flipping feast. Legs of goat, which certain things are not showing up here. Like all these things are not pick-upable. Just take all those little things and there we go. Tomes contain a variety of traditional Nordic recipes. There must be a cooking pot somewhere. Where do you guys eat? I'll just check upstairs here. It's more about alchemy. Yeah, and I'm also thinking how to tackle like dungeons and stuff that is specific content and do it in a timely fashion. You know, like a dungeon that maybe takes an hour and a half to go through from beginning to end. How do I want to tackle that? Let's just see what happens when I go in this water again. Yeah, it was just some sort of graphical glitch last time, wasn't it? So when I sit down, does the dirt show on my face? Yes, it does. So I don't know why it vanished that time. Come on, surely I can stick some food in one of these. Look it.
Yes.
Well, I've got enough food to be going on with, and I can always set up a camp if I need to on the way. The one thing, this is such a comprehensive thing that's compatible with so many different mods. I thought there would definitely be a cooking pot or a fire somewhere. But perhaps not. What time is it? It should be morning if I've done my job and made it so I don't need to grind. I don't need to do stuff when I first start. Alright, let's go to the 9:56. Right, okay. Well, I didn't do my job last time, so I need to have a sleep. Oh, it's been a busy day. My old bones are creaking, just like my staff. We are not as supple as we once were. Let's have 12 hours sleep. And then we should... Oh, a bit less, maybe 10. Travel about. So head out, starting at about 8 in the morning. Go. We've got a level up available as well. Oh yes, Magicka. To get to 200 Magicka as soon as possible. I'm just banking these skills at the moment. The perks and stuff. There's nothing that I majorly want really. I just apply them as I do things. I think there's Feralda. She's coming out of the Hall of Countenance there, I believe, because that's where she sleeps. Don't dawdle. Winterhold is not a good place to start for crafting, as I've said before. Not crafting. Like, there's no... Even though we've got that crafting stuff down in the midden, there's still no blacksmith for buying things like steel and certain basic materials that you want when you're crafting and stuff. So... It's okay, Berna.
I'll sell just about anything. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Berna, do you have any soap? No. I know I've checked before. Iron ore and corundum ore do make steel. It's just something I want, I think, for my leather backpack. Just need to keep an eye out for it. And Fabius, let's just sell... The war axe we don't want. Mountain flowers. Kind of half want to sell some deadwood because I picked up too much. I was worrying far too much about having spare wood on me. I don't need that quite that much. Nightshade, pickaxe. You know, all this stuff here. Torch bugs.
Until next time.
Ah, you've got a cooking pot. I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I use this. I'm going to do that quest for her and everything, so... Ocean's Kiss. There we go. The salt pile will make something that I can potentially eat, but I'm not sure if that... Because aids stamina recovery. Usually when it says that, that means it's not something that helps with food, but I can reclassify it, I guess. Rabbit. Let's do the rabbit haunch. Miscellaneous. Boiled skeever tail. No. We won't do that. Poison flare illuminates the target for... Cool, I can... Right. Troll fat and charcoal. 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 What am I talking about? Charcoal. We'll keep an eye out for that. We can make the thing. So, see it. How many of these can I make? Shall I? Only one. Let's see if we can classify that as food, or if it's automatically classified as food. Ocean's Kiss. Usually when you get the crunch crunch, that means it is classified as food. That's good. Charcoal, what was it? Charcoal and troll fat. If we needed animal fat, I've got plenty of that. Oh, just go and get some water, because if we're going down into a dungeon, we might not get another chance to do that. I doubt that fool Tolfdir is going to have got water on the way. He won't be that organised.
got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Like a refill of water, for sure.
Of course.
Good.
Good day.
Great, 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 great,
The mages
great.
don't let us go into college.
Traditionally, this quest is something that I do with through gritted teeth. But I think my attitude to Tolfdir is basically I've never really liked Tolfdir. I think he's a bit of a ponderous old fool. But actually, I don't know if I'm mellowing with age, but he doesn't annoy me quite as much these days. Yeah, not as much as he used to. There's someone running around here attacking goats, maybe? What on earth? Oh, hello. What are you doing? I don't think you should really be killing goats in that fashion. I'm not going to fill up my inventory with their gear straight away. I don't know, I just seem to be killing them with great resolve and great efficiency. Let me just check what difficulty I am on. I didn't change it for anything else I was doing. I'm on expert, so I could go up to master, make it a bit more challenging, but you know, the description would suggest expert is above normal, and like I say, it's more the kind of challenge of the elements than the challenge of combat that I'm after. Let's activate this quest. That's what I was going to do. Quests under Saarthal. It's just down one of these ravines here. You know what? I'm going to go on Master, because I think that will add a little bit extra challenge. But I'm definitely not going Legendary. It's a pain in the butt. Flipping bullet sponges. Ooh, look at all this. What have we got here? Anything? To get the salt, 'cause salt is useful. I need, I think, changes distribution of food slightly, so there's more salt in barrels and less like a whole roast chicken. You get little bits of things. Cool, we got here straight away. That's excellent. Come on, Tolfdir.
And here we all are. Shall we step inside?
I'm ready. Let's go and get inside.
Please stay close to me while we're inside.
Will do.
It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
Well, so my idea is to see how far I get through this dungeon, how long it takes. And if I feel like I'm close to the end, let's say half an hour, or I don't know. I might make it just a long episode to get through this dungeon in one go.
Saarthal was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim.
I was watching a guy the other day who puts videos online who does a long video every 10 episodes, but I don't think I can really do that because I don't know when stuff that takes a long time is going to come along, so I'll have to use it with discretion, kind of when I do an extra long video. I think 30 minutes is a good length. It's not too long, not too short. So that's the basic. Hello, Tolfdir. Don't have any more questions. What would you like me to do?
Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloguing our finds.
I will do.
I expect he'd appreciate any enchantment.
Find some magical artifacts. Whoops.
The rest of you do. Berliner, my dear.
So my approach here is to get a sense of the quests, to remind myself, but not listen to every piece of dialogue and so on, because I'm working under the assumption that people who are watching and for myself, being selfish, I'm doing this for my own enjoyment. So listening to stuff I've heard 100 times before is not necessarily fun at this stage. So certain stuff I'm going to skip, and I'm sorry for that if you want to hear all the dialogue. It's not that kind of playthrough. Thorax and white cap. Oh! Ow. Poison myself, routinely poison myself. Curious about, maybe I could go. It's just going to be all cluttered down there. I'll push the quest forward here. This is Arniel Gain. Oh, I'm going to sneeze.
Don't touch anything.
Ah, thank God for the mic mute button.
Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Uh-huh.
These are really hard to find if you don't have the arrows. I tried to do this quest once without the quest highlighted, showing you exactly where they are. Oh, linen wraps, those would be useful. Some crafting, I'm going to keep hold of that stuff. It's nice knowing what you want for once. So can I put these enchanted rings on? Apparel? Increases your health by 20 points. That's better than... I'm going to get an amulet in a moment, I believe. Take the Saarthal amulet. Then I get locked in and I have to put the amulet on in order to see the exits.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
It's me being a fool down here. I've trapped it. I'm trapped.
How in the world did that...
Pulled an amulet
Really?
off the wall.
Some kind of resonance. You and the...
I'm not following Tolfdir. He's far too slow. Okay. Save. He's coming in. More linen wraps. What's that? Oh, I think that's an apothecary satchel. Moon sugar. Oh, those dirty. You trade with the Khajiit at some point. What does moon sugar give me? Damages health. Quite right. Winners don't do drugs.
Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
I'm going to talk to the Khajiit Order, who've... Just remind me, this would be interesting, this bit, because I want a little bit of a reminder of the Khajiit Order's deal and how they come, how you come to their attention.
Well, know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped.
Right.
Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Khajiit Order believes in you. You, Mage, and you alone have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I think they're to do with time magic and dimensional magic and stuff, so they kind of know what's going to happen in this quest line.
Just then. What just happened?
I think the Khajiit Order that they added to the Elder Scrolls Online is to do with that as well. So that's how I kind of know that. It said something about danger ahead.
The Khajiit and danger ahead?
Yeah.
The Khajiits have no connection. Perhaps we should... Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find?
What is the Khajiit Order, just from your perspective?
With a history that predates the Empire. No one's seen them in well over 100 years.
They vanished along with the sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum.
No idea what connection they'd have to this place.
Okay.
All right then.
Something's going to burst out of walls here. I know it. These Draugrs are tougher. Oh shit, he's down. Well done, Tolfdir. You're a strong dude to have around.
Be prepared. Defend yourself.
Let's bring up our...
This is simply fascinating.
Our own Atronach. Tolfdir's potent frost Atronach. Okay, you're blocking the way now, so that is frustrating.
Be prepared to defend.
Really? You're not gonna... This thing is just gonna stand here, is it? Okay.
This is simply fascinating.
Train me.
Take care now.
Well, it's bugged out. Let's see if we can run back out here. Go through a door and reset it. Or just wander around for a little while till it vanishes. How frustrating. We're doing a bit of extra exploring here. I don't know how... The linen wraps are quite heavy, so I can't pick everything up in here. That's where we just came through. Just go up this middle bit. Out and back in again, maybe. Maybe the Atronach will have vanished. Yeah, the Sijic Order questline in the Elder Scrolls Online looks kind of cool, actually. If I were playing that MMO, I would do that. But not just the questline, the skills that you get with it. Really cool. But I definitely the MMOs I've tried recently are just MMO mechanics, so I'm not feeling it at the moment. Still waiting for a game like that. There we go. That is MMO-ish and kind of has some new mechanics, or just feels a little bit different to something that we've all played before. Okay, so this now we need our Atronach. Frost rune. Oh. Costs a lot to use. Tolfdir, I need your help, mate. What is that? It's hurting me. I think I've messed up where my healing is here. It should be on number 8.
It's simply fascinating. I've never seen anything like this ruins before. Why, just look at all these columns. This bears closer inspection.
Cool. Well, the Atronachs took care of them while I was running around like a scaredy cat.
You, however,
do I have a Nordic bow? I do. Nordic bow.
See if you can find whatever.
I'd really like to be getting some better gear, but that's the thing with exploring dungeons, knowing when to pick everything up and when to watch your carry weight. I think there's some cool loot in this dungeon, so I want to be able to get all of the decent stuff. Going further down. Deep into the dungeon. There's something at the top of this thing here. Oh! Oh, look out. You shall not. Gandalf reference. Ah. Saw you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, fast traveling. I'm feeling like we ought to, oh God, stick to the thing of like no fast travel apart from using coaches. That seems to be the nice middle ground that I've used before. I'm going to stick to that. Use what you've learnt in the past. Leather boots, yes, 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 yes. I'd really like to use my frost rune at some point, please. Let's get this Atronach up and running. He's not lasting very long, so I'm wondering if what I should do. Hang on, before I do this, that's what I'm going to do, because conjuration is important for having something that takes them away from you. So the Atronach, right, it's I mistook the Atronach for needing destruction all this time, didn't I? So novice conjuration and apprentice conjuration is what I've got with the Atronach. Just destruction. I don't know if that was such a good use of my powers, but it's done now. It's what I'm using. Let's stick with it. Let's use that different magic that I got, the fire. Might be good. Can keep away from them a little bit. Better range, but not quite as good damage, I think. Yeah, it's just like I like the idea that you just hold your hand out and they burst into flames. That's very wizardly. Wizardly ways. Ah, here we go. This is a puzzle here, so that one is going on. That one is going on. That's a fish. That is a bird. Much of a puzzle, is it? Things just hidden behind the one in front. Tell me something I don't know. Give me real puzzles. There's the Atronach has vanished again. I need something to make them last longer, don't I? Let's go for the telekinetic fire. Yeah, I definitely need to go up some levels, get some skills. What on earth was that? Shit. Oh, that's the... That always takes me by surprise, the Atronach exploding. For some reason. I think I'd be used to it by now. This is why we keep hold of potions. Come on, burn! You should be catching a light with your dry, raggedy skin. Ooh, silver ring. Cool. Ah, he's right next to me. Ah. Oh, did you call me a filthy orc? Oh, yeah. Grab that as a screenshot. I think we're going to be able to... Where are we on? We're on 32 minutes. Right, I'm going to keep going until I've done this this dungeon. I think in future, though, I am going to need to take a little bit longer to do dungeons, because if this were not one that I knew, kind of, it would take me longer, wouldn't it? I wouldn't be moving quite so fast. Thank you. You took the damage there. This always annoys me a little bit. I think we do that one, and then so that's the... I think it's this. Yeah, they all kind of move each other, so this one needs to go, I think, one across, and then fish. Maybe not. No. Okay. So when I click this one, that needs to be snake. That's going to be... Let's move this on its own. So that's snake. That is going to be whale next, and then this one could be... This could be it. No, it's not. That one there. Hold on. No, that's wrong. We just put that one there. So that... God's sake. So that's snake next. That's fish next. When that turns once, that's going to be whale. And when this turns... How do I turn this one without turning all the others? That's the question. So, could I just do like 1, 1, 1, and then that one? This is one that always confuses me. Use your brain. Use your brain, come on. So that just moves those two. If that just moves those two. So we just put them in place and then turn this one. Next one is going to be fish, snake, whale, eagle. That's right, got it. Oh, come on, Tolf, dear. You're all full. Maybe I'm a little bit more tolerant of him now that I'm kind of understanding what it's like to be knocking on in years, still doing the same job that you've been doing for decades. Oh, we're a little bit tired out. We're not so young as we used to be, are we, Tolf dear? No, no, no. Not at all. He keeps calling me my boy, doesn't he? As my boy. Young man. That's kind of funny when older, like, fellas, like, well, if you're a young person, you won't have experienced this, but like when you're in your 30s or 40s and someone, like, who's 60 or something calls you a young man. So they kind of do it, I think, ironically.
Well now, would you look at that? I never imagined we... what was that?
Okay, so we can use this long range thing here, but we have to tie this guy up for a while I think Tolfdir just does some...
Nothing seems to work.
Yeah.
Keep it busy. I'll try to drain some of its power.
Will do. So could you... this is a good time to use this. I'm not going to waste magicka while we can't harm him. Come on, Tolfdir, do your stuff, man.
There, now attack.
It's kind of cool that it hits it from a distance. Magicka. The most important thing is my Atronach, so... Just give him the run around for a while. There's the staff here. Oh, he's really after me. I want to kill him with magic, really. If possible. Cool, we got him. Love that piece of music. Gelder, magic amulet. Oh, right, and now we can just grab all of the weapons that are here. I'm curious what that writ was. Writ of sealing. Pigeon legend. Be bound here, Jirik, murder, betrayer, condemned by your crimes against realm and lord. May your name and your deeds be forgotten forever, and the charm which you bear be sealed by our ward. So we've got to follow up on the Jirik Gulderson thing. There's a kind of a cool...
This is utterly unique.
Staff here, the staff of Jirik Gulderson, which I think is very cool. You know, I don't know. I think I'm going to do a lot more switching around with weapons in this playthrough than I have done before. So we definitely want this staff on. Targets take 25 points of damage and twice as much magic damage. So we've got to have that on. But it pushes all my, you know, spells further out. I guess I'm just going to get used to have to get used to kind of pausing the game when I want to switch spells. But ideally, I want everything on the hotbar. Resourcefulness, the staff of Jirik Gulderson. I am going to put that on number 3, I think, and then flames on 4, frost room 5. So we go like this, you see. Alright, the staff changes. Kind of weird. It takes some getting used to. Tolfdir.
This is simply fascinating.
What is that glowing, rotating psycho
I have
thing?
no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed. I don't dare leave this unattended.
I will
Can you
inform
return to
Savasaran.
and inform Savasaran?
I certainly will.
Discovery?
I certainly will, my friend. Let me have a look around for gold and stuff. It's the most important thing. I feel the call of it. I want lots of it in my pocket. So many it's hard to walk. Right, our first word on the wall. What is it again? Tell me, you people who've done this a million times. Icefall. Yeah. Duh. Minor health. I've already got that enchantment, but that'd be good to sell. I felt certain there was another... No, there was nothing there, was there? Let's just get a move on. How did I do for carry weight? Yeah, I got about 100 to spare, so I don't know. Shall I just have a wander around here and see if I've got loads of carrots? I don't want any more of those. I wonder, with this being a mine, is there anywhere I can mine? It'd be good if there was some steel at the bottom of this place. I don't think there is. Could loot some of those Draugr bodies. Look, I'll tell you what. Rather than going all the way back down there, since we're already on 43 minutes in this episode, let's try and get back to Winterhold in a timely fashion. How are we doing for resources and general feelings of well-being? Sated, hydrated, rested. We're still doing fine through the whole of this dungeon. It's like we are just... we're okay, we're okay. Quick, don't dawdle. Just a quick jog across those ice plains, back the way we came. I think we dropped down there. Can we get back up the way we came? That's the question. Probably not. Yeah, he definitely looks like a kind of a brown Gandalf, which is what I wanted. Looking good. Looking good. Staff. My staff. Just happy. Just say the word of the thing you're happy with. Staff. Staff. Once found a guy around here who'd been maybe killed by something. I'm not sure if it's a random spawn or he's always there. I've never seen it since, but then I've never really looked carefully. A wizard, and he had a decent staff with him as well. Alright, so shall we just get straight in and talk to Savos Aaron? What time is it? 6:23. Is Berna's Oddment still open at this time? It is. Berna, I just want to go through and see if I've got anything miscellaneous to sell here.
I'll sell just about trinkets.
Before you go to bed, my dear. Fabius's amethyst. Yeah, we're going to sell that. We're going to sell the axe. I think it was mainly I picked up some miscellaneous weapons there. Longbow is not as good as Nordbow. I know that. No need to check in. Leather boots are better than hide boots. What do you think? They're better for armor. I might switch to those now. Let's sell the hide ones. I'm going to wear the leather. Value on my silver ring is rubbish. The armor of health, increase your health by 20 points. I am pretty sure I've got that. So that enchantment. So it's fine. Minus stamina, increased stamina. I don't think I've got that one.
All right,
so
then.
we need to disenchant the necklace. Golda amulet, magicka plus 30 is good. I think I'd prefer that than the 3% less to cast spells. Let's go. Let's talk to Dopey Dude. Savos Aaron, thank you for bringing this to my attention, he says. How do I know that? I'm connected with the Sijic Order. No, I've just done this quest so many times, it's ridiculous. It's good. I feel like I'm making a lot more progress in this playthrough than a lot, and that's because I don't have to stop and do a load of busy work editing it. I can just get on and play the game. 45 minutes, I can upload this video, you guys can watch it, I can be on to the next one. That's fantastic. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Would have been nice to get another level, but never mind, never mind. Where are you, Savos Aaron? I'm gonna have a search around here as well. Oh, you're trapped in this cage. Looks like this is going to be my house at some point. Lots of stuff here to... Yeah. Once you become the Archmage.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not...
No, we haven't.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Aaron,
I know.
Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic, but I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college.
It's a kind of a random, fairly obvious thing to have as a stricture in your college. Don't kill people. But there you go. Dangerous research must be a problem. I need to speak to you about Saarthal.
Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now.
Found an orb. Tolfir wants you to see it.
See. I trust that Tolfir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfir normally looks after your little group, yes?
Yeah.
Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject.
Okay.
Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See, and good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins,
Staff of Mage
will be
Light.
helpful.
Excellent.
Now,
Shall I?
Excuse me.
Well, before I go ahead with the next stage of the quest, I feel like going down to the place, do some disenchanting, just in the, what do they call it, underneath the place where all the apprentices sleep. I don't think it actually has a name, it's just called
I've been trying to find you.
Alright.
I just wanted to let you know that Ankano's been asking about you.
Oh, that high elf
I think
dude.
he's looking for you.
Who's
I'm
why
not sure.
why?
Just, well, mind what you tell him, all right?
I will do. Is there a problem?
No. Well, I don't think so. Between the two of us, there are rumors about him. That this advisor position he has is a sham, an excuse. That what he's really doing is spying for the...
Yeah,
but it
I'm
never
pretty
hurts to
sure
be a
that
little
is what he's doing.
suspicious.
Thanks for the warning.
You're welcome.
That is what he's doing for sure. For certain. Yeah, we just need to work on our ability to use different types of spells and stuff without using all our magic up. Like once I'd cast that Atronach, I had no magic to do anything else, so that's just experience, isn't it? That will come gradually. Like a considerate boyfriend. Sorry. Okay. Disenchant the necklace of minor magicka. And what effects do I have available to me? Fortify health. Yes, I do have it. So I am not mental. Great. Okay, I'll call it there, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. We're going to continue. Well, might not continue with this quest, but we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Lulu.